Hi everyone, it's Monday at the Mystical Magical Mansion, and I've got time to do all kinds of things this week because I finished my book. So we've got kids, bulldogs, painting, projects, so many things to take a look at. Well, just run and see if she'll let go. Just run. Just run.
No, no.
Run.
Let's go.
Just run. Patsy.
Hey, let's go.
Patsy.
No, oh, no.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, that looks like a tough thing. This is an interesting, when you look up close, it's glue over plaster.
Yep.
Okay. So this is what the walls would look like without all of that plastic tile. So word to the wise, don't glue plastic tile up and then have shower water running on it, because it gets underneath the tiles because it wasn't grouted, it was just glued. And of course your walls get kind of funky. So we're gonna be doing some treatment on the plaster and things to kill off any mold or anything, letting everything be nice and dry. We haven't used this as a shower for quite some time, but actually at least over a year. But the walls can now be repaired, they'll be skim coated, and then, you know, we'll repaint in here and then put up a shower loop rod, kind of like we have down in our other bathrooms. But yeah, it looks so much better. It's crazy. Still have the original tub, original hardware. Hopefully we're gonna be able to keep that. Plumbing up here is an issue, so we'll see how it goes, but we still have the old original glass tile bars in here. And there's that old plumbing. So, I mean, it's all just a part of the history of the house. But yeah, have all the original tile in here. That's the old original medicine chest, which has been powder coated and treated, so it's in a lot better shape too. But yeah, this bathroom is such a cute little bathroom. It's just a cute little space up here on the 3rd floor, but we're just trying to make it a little more functional, a little more usable, and definitely healthier by taking down those yucky tiles. All right, so we've got the sage green now all the way around. That ugly tile has been removed, walls sanded, everything refinished. And it's looking a little spiffier in here. Had to have that little hiatus, but now we got a cute bathroom going. Had to paint all around the top edges because Terry had replastered and sort of fixed any little cracks up there. So I want to make sure that was all nice and smooth and clean. But yep, we're getting there. Okay, it's Hello Fresh night. The chef has been busy while I've been painting upstairs.
It's a good trade-off.
Yes, it is. I'd rather be cooking than painting ceilings.
Fully loaded portacatos.
There we go, looking good.
I'm only putting a little hot sauce on yours because I don't know.
Not too much. Thank you. Doesn't that look tasty? Got what it's supposed to look like and what it actually looks like, so it's pretty darn good. Got a good cook here in the kitchen.
Been busy.
So I am in one of the bedrooms up on the 2nd floor here at the Joslyn Castle, trying to get my lighting a little bit better. And we're just getting ready to start an event here that is sort of near and dear to my heart. So I'm on the board of Restoration Exchange Omaha, and we have been working tirelessly for the past few weeks to try to save a building in North Omaha. It's a caretaker's building at the Cemetery of Forest Lawn, and it is a building that was designed by McDonald, who was also the architect here at the Joslyn Castle. He was integral in development of Omaha and a lot of its growth and many, many prominent buildings and homes here in the city. So there's going to be a discussion and a presentation about all of this, and Sadly, I don't think the building is going to be saved. It is beautiful, it is worth it, but I think we're a little too late to save it, but the discussion has been started, and hopefully we can start a movement to try to save some other really amazing buildings, because without volunteers and a mission and a vision, this place, Joslyn Castle, would have been, you know, perhaps sold over to the state or given to someone, or potentially, you know, not taken care of as well. So every old building deserves a second chance, and that's what Restoration Exchange is all about. And I am so passionate about it. I look forward to listening to the presentation this evening. If you've never been in the Joslyn Castle or been to an event here, I really suggest you do it. The architecture, the restoration, everything about this place is absolutely amazing. We're so lucky to have it here in Omaha. It's a beautiful stairway that goes up into the 3rd floor. There's a ballroom up there. The fixtures are all original. They're so gorgeous. I love these sconces. I have wallpaper envy every time I come into this place. It is the Scottish thistle. And this is all a metallic, beautiful print wallpaper that is just stunning in person. We're that thistle design in the stained windows. You can see it a little better as I zoom in. This is the gorgeous dining room. You've probably seen it in some of my videos before, but there's all of this hand-painted work along the top that goes all the way around. Nature scene, and then this gorgeous ceiling, which reminds me very much of the ceiling at our house. Obviously, this is at a much, much fancier level, but you know, I love an unapologetically fancy room. And a gorgeous chandelier. There's the Grande Dame herself, Mrs. Joslyn.
We're all here because we're really excited about a building that we want to save. And yet, at the same time, the people that own it have made it very clear that they don't want to save it. And just about a month ago, like I said, I should say, about 3 months ago, I was elected president of Restoration Exchange Omaha. This is a group that's had a lot of history behind it, used to be very involved, used to have lots of different events. A lot of things have happened. COVID's really kind of slowed things down. And now that we're kind of coming post-COVID, we're trying to kind of...
On April 22nd, 1861, just 10 days after the start of the American Civil War, when Confederate forces opened fire on Union-held Fort Sumter in South Carolina. He lived until May of 1956 before dying at an Omaha hospital at age 94. A second ago, I mentioned Frank Lloyd Wright, and I think it's worth noting that the great American architect's life roughly mirrored that of McDonald. Wright lived from 1867 to 1959. As one of the most recent Wright biographers, Paul Hendrickson, states in his book, Plagued by Fire, The Dreams and Furies of Frank Lloyd Wright, that's a life that spans roughly from the Civil War to the launch of Sputnik. I think those dates are important as you consider the many ways the world changed during that time period. You had multiple world wars, a significant economic... noticed by virtue of being seen as different. The second way for an architect to get noticed is to design work for prominent clients, work that's sure to get noticed because of who those clients are. In the case of John McDonald, whatever you think about his work, there's no denying that his client list in Omaha was eye-catching. There was, of course, George and Sarah Joslyn, whose mansion at 3902 Davenport was unlike anything else in the city. There was also prominent lumberman Dana C. Bradford. McDonald is credited for designing the chapel and the crematory in 1913. This was noteworthy because
inviting me here to talk about one of my very favorite topics, cemeteries. As Tim mentioned, my name is Shannon Justice. However, some people know me as the Cemetery Lady. I am a genealogist, a records manager, a lifelong cemetery enthusiast, and the owner of a historic tour and cemetery preservation company. Some folks relax by taking in a ball game or having a beer on the patio with friends, but me, I'd rather be at the cemetery. Are stolen, and the original entrance is closed year-round, with the exception only of Memorial Day. This is due to the roads in the cemetery being used as roads instead of the winding avenues of a burial ground.
We are just open conversation, Q&A, talking about what can be done to save the building.
It feels really good to be back in the swing of things and to be doing some projects again and to doing the things that I feel so passionate about. If it had not been for the passion and hard work of my next door neighbor, Stephen, and some of the other folks in the city, this street would have probably been bulldozed too, and a highway would have gone through here. So I think it's so important that we care, that we put the word out, and that we do the best that we can to save some of these glorious old buildings, because history and preservation is important, and if somebody doesn't get behind it and raise a stink, those buildings just disappear sort of into the night silently, and that's just not okay. If you have any interest or you want to support Restoration Exchange or any of the other Omaha preservation projects, I'll put a link in the comments below to Restoration Exchange, but there are several groups and Facebook pages and accounts that do a great job of supporting preservation, historic homes, and landmarks here in the Omaha area and in the state, and I hope that you will support them. So thank you for following along, being part of our journey, and this week I hope you will do something that makes life feel unapologetically fancy. Get out your dishes, your good wine, your favorite outfit, whatever it is, just use it on a regular basis. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, and you deserve the good stuff today. So stay unapologetically fancy, my friends. And best wishes from the Mystical Magical Mansion.